Today I'm going to try and find out what the 223 will do to the car hood at 300 yards. I'm going to be using those Federal 55 grain FMJs you see sitting on top of the sandbag there. I'm going to be shooting from right there where the bullets are, all the way out there to the 300 yard spot where the car hood is. I've also set the car hood up at a flat angle to try and simulate how it would be on an actual car. So that's what we're shooting at, and here's where we're shooting from. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started and see what happens. Here's a look at the ballistics of these rounds real fast, using the average velocity from when I chronograph tested them. We can see at 300 yards they still have roughly 1950 feet per second and about 468 foot-pounds of energy. Okay, so that's the ballistics of these rounds. So now we should have a pretty good idea of how much velocity and energy they have at that range. Alright, let's see what these 55 grain FMJs will do to the car hood at 300 yards. This scope doesn't zoom very much, so I might not be that accurate. I can't see over there that well, but hopefully we're getting some good hits. Let's continue. I'm also trying to spread the shots out a little bit so they don't all hit the hood in the same place, if I'm even hitting the hood. Like that last shot, I aimed for the left side of the hood, but who knows where it hit. Alright, we got 5 more rounds loaded up, and let's shoot some more. Alright, I think with these next couple shots I'm going to try and get a hit on one of the bottles underneath the hood. I can't see them very well, but let's see what I can do. I think I hit a bottle. Now let's see if I can hit the rim. Well, that barrel's smoking hot. I'm going to try and let it cool down for a minute, and then we'll shoot some more. Alright, 5 more rounds loaded up. I think I've already got a few hits on the hood, hopefully. So this time I'm going to try and hit the rim so we can see what it'll do to the rim over there. Sounded like I hit something hard. Let's give it one more try. Didn't sound the same that time, I must have missed. Let's go for another bottle. I think I hit the tree that time. Alright, now let's take a look at what the 223 did. Looks like we got multiple bottles hit. This first one here is empty, and there's an entry hole on it right here, so this one definitely got hit right there. And it's cracked on the side. And that must be the exit, I'm assuming. Weird looking exit though, it's just cracked and weird. So yeah, there's one jug. Looks like we got a hit right here. Then this orange juice jug right here took a hit right on the side. That must be the entry and the exit right there. And it was just laying right there. I think it was around there somewhere. And then you can see multiple hits on the ground. One right there, one right there. So I just barely missed that jug by a couple inches. But then this bottle's just laying right here. And it was underneath the car hood. So I'm not sure what happened to this. Either it went through the car hood and then did this to this bottle, or it just went underneath the car hood and hit this directly. But it looks more like it went through the car hood by the looks of that hole there, because that looks like a bunch of fragment damage to me. And then there's a little hole there too. Interesting. And we also even got a hit on this tree right here. It entered right there, and it actually came out the back right there. Pretty impressive. That's like a 5 or 6 inch thick manzanita trunk that it went through. But anyways, then we got a hit right in front of our rim, you can tell. Right here. But we also got 3 hits on our rim, all of which penetrated through at least one side of it. We got a hit here, here, and here. And look, here's a jacket fragment laying right here from the 223. Looks like the base of the jacket. And the one that hit right there, it went through, as you can tell. And then it did some more damage to the other side. Look, it put a little dent right here and splattered lead dust all over. So the 223 went right through one side of the rim and then put a dent on the other side with lead dust splatter everywhere. Pretty impressive. But then we got a whole bunch of hits on our hood. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10 direct hits on the hood, all of which went right through, as you can tell. Let's try and look underneath. Oh, look at, here's another emptied bottle. And there's lead fragments inside it. A whole bunch. One of the 223s either went underneath and hit the ground and then splattered into this bottle, or went through the hood and then splattered into this bottle, and look what it did. That's clearly a bunch of fragment damage there. It's even split on the side there. And you can see a bunch of fragments laying in there, copper jacket fragments and lead fragments. Pretty cool. So it definitely still did some damage underneath the hood. Looks like it didn't go through the bottle, but it tore it up on the entry. Its other bottle's empty too. And just more fragments splatter into this bottle. Not very much either. There's little cuts here and there. Fragments splatter here and there. But it's emptied. Strange. Did we get any hits on our wood though? It appears not. But then up here, the 223s that went through the car hood still did damage to the ground here. You can tell there's lots of hits. And this bottle up here got hit twice. You can see in the impact camera's footage. One of them went through the car hood and then poked holes in it, and then another one did and made it go flying. And you can see multiple little fragment hole entries all over, especially on the bottom. Look at that. And there's even a chunk taken out of the top there. And there's fragments inside it. Just little lead fragments, no copper jacket. But little holes all over. And it was just laying up there like that. And it was originally right there. And I think we got a direct hit on this bottle. Right there on the side was the entry. And the exit was right there. But there's also multiple little fragment hole entries, probably from bullets just coming out of the back of the hood, splattering in a bunch of random directions. You can tell the bucket here that I had the hood sitting on is just ripped apart from the 223 also. That one was a non-penetrating hole, just grazed the side, but look at these holes. Just shredded the bucket there and here. There's a hole there and right there. Look at the fragment splatter on the inside. And then this bottle here that I set up behind the hood has a big old fragment hole on the bottom there. And a couple other little fragment marks. And even this one way over here on this side. All of the entries on the hood are over on this side, none even reached over here. But somehow this bottle even has holes in it. Little fragment holes. Just one right there actually. So one of the 223s that landed way over there even hit this with a fragment. That's pretty impressive. But let's take a look at the exits on the hood. We had 2 entries here, and look, 2 exits there, and even little fragment exits. You can tell all these little exit holes are from fragments coming through, and they went through long ways like this and still exited out the back of the reinforced area. And there's a big dent here. Here's another 223 exit, and here. We had another hit over here, and it came out right there. Massive exit holes. So even on the most reinforced areas of the hood, it still just blew giant holes out the back. So a lot of damage and penetration out here, even at 300 yards. That's really impressive. There's little exits where they didn't hit any of the reinforcement. Take one more look up here. That's really impressive to me. And there's also 2 exit holes right there somehow. So these 2 holes put exits there and back here, it looks like. So it must have just been in pieces already, but still came out. And obviously you can tell from those fragment exits. There's another 223 exit. 3 of them down there. One right here. And right there, and right here. So yeah, the 223 is really impressive. It just went right through the hood and did a lot of damage at the same time. Blew massive exit holes out the back.